You've got to make nail content. Today, Tracey and I are going to share with you how you can do it, the way to do it, why you should do it right now on the Biz Talk. I have an idea for some nail content that we should do.
Okay.
It's called I'm Cool, Greg's a Fool. What do you think?
We do that content every day.
We actually do on Twitch, don't we? If you guys have not watched Twitch, there's a lot of us making fun of my brother. And if you would like to join in on that conversation, you should join us on our live stream, Twitch,
pretty
YouTube.
much the main conversation.
If you guys want to see it, join us because it's fun. Okay. This is a message we have been pounding into the heads of the nail community. I saw a post recently, Gary V. It's really good. He was like, I made thousands of videos before anything even like took off and happened.
What he had, Wine Library. He had
Wine Library TV, exactly.
Yeah.
He made like 1,000 videos, and he said nobody watched them. Like the first, I don't know how many, and he kept doing it. He kept doing it, right?
And you know what's funny?
No, please.
He really hasn't changed.
He has not changed.
He talked back then just like he talks now. Like there's whether there's 2 people in the room or 3 million, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But whatever, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And I think the thing he understands, and I feel like we understand this too. Obviously, we've learned a lot from him, is that it takes time and patience. You have to work things out through making content. There's no magic, silver bullet where it's like, boom, this is it. And then it just completely explodes through the ceiling in a 24-hour period. But this is the problem I think a lot of people have, is they're expecting people only see viral video.
I just wanted to start out famous.
I want to start out famous.
Yeah.
It's the most insane thing that you could possibly think is like, I'm going to make a video and it's going to go viral. You know what I mean? Like
it's like a 1 in a gajillion chance of it happening.
And this is the part I think that will really mess with your head. Okay. Even if you have if you hit that home run and get a viral video, that's not going to change. Chances are, sometimes it does. Sometimes it goes so insanely viral that it does change a business, right? That is still so rare, even with a viral video.
Yep.
It's not consistent. So it's here. Eventually it goes away. Right? How many viral videos have we seen happen? We've had them on YouTube. We've had them on Instagram. We've had them on TikTok.
Yep.
They come and then they go.
Yep.
And then you're like, okay, what next?
It's almost more frustrating, I think, when it happens, because you're like, okay, next video, this is going to be and it's and you see people like on their content talking about that. Like, I had a viral video and now nobody's watching.
Exactly. So what does that mean? It means like you have to consistently make videos. And if one happens to go viral, awesome. But it's that consistency of like when a video goes viral, you're going to get thousands of people following you. What are you going to give to those thousands of people that have now decided to follow your channel, your page, because of that viral video? What are you going to follow it up with? You have to give them real, actual content. You know what I mean?
Because people forget very quickly. They forget very quickly, so you have to follow it up.
They forget very quickly. I think that should be the quote, Tracey. No joke aside. People forget, especially on flipping social media.
I've been watching the show. I don't know if you've seen it, Ted Lasso.
Dude, I've seen most of the first season. Mavette has finished, I think, the first 2 seasons. It's good.
My son has gotten me on this, and
really
I
good.
love it.
Yeah.
And he has a thing about goldfish.
Goldfish, really?
Yes, they only have a 4-second memory.
Oh, right.
Be a goldfish. People are goldfish.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, I loved their content. Follow. Next video comes up that you did, if you're not doing it on a regular basis, maybe 2 months later, they're like, why
Who's
am
this?
I following this person?
Unfollow.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's really, really true. So, dude, I've been talking to, recently, I've been talking to a lot of different businesses. And you know what they're saying to me, Tracy? Like, I've talked to these businesses and they're like, this is actually through Gary. So I've been connected with a few people through Gary, and then they wanted me to help some other businesses. I just had a meeting last week with this really amazing business in the UK. I was connected with them. Hey, Habib, can you talk to them and talk about what you guys do on content and what they can do? No problem. All the time, right?
Yeah.
And it's always the same thing.
Yep.
When I say the same thing, what I mean is they're like, well, how are you guys? So how often are you making videos? Right.
All the time.
All the time. So I tell them, we have a schedule for the most part. It fluctuates slightly, but on a weekly basis, we shoot a vlog. We shoot multiple nail videos. We shoot multiple podcasts. This one. We also do multiple live streams, and their jaw drops. They're like, "How are you doing that?" And
they're like, with a team of 300 people.
Yeah, no,
or 5, whatever.
No. But that's what they ask. Like, well, how big is your team, or do you have an outside firm? No, we don't. But the reason why I get asked that is because the mentality of what video is supposed to be is still old school.
Yeah.
They're thinking it needs to be this insane production where shoots take hours and hours, and there's makeup and there's this and there's that, and it's like highly produced video. And I tell them, well, it's we've got a videographer in house. He shoots all the content. We have one editor. She's in Arizona. She edits all the long form content. And we have our other editor helps with the micro content and breaks it down. And they're like, yeah, but who, like, it boggles, it baffles them, because it's like, how, shouldn't you worry about every little piece of color correction? Shouldn't you worry about every piece of lighting and this and this?
No, because people are goldfish. They don't remember that.
They don't remember that. They don't remember that. And the thing is that social media content is different. It's not like content you put on television or the movies. It's completely different, right?
It's raw. And that's what people want to see.
That's what they want to see. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. And we did not know that at first. We thought it had to be more and even when we bring people over here and we're like, okay, we're going to go into the marketing, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they walk in and we take them upstairs and they're like, I mean, you guys, you see it. It's like Greg's desk, which is always a disaster. Another desk where we do the main filming. That's not Greg's desk, but he also transfers disaster over there. Got this couch that has a rip in it. And he has 2 chairs. That's it.
Yeah, but
this is where the magic happens.
But you know what's funny? The response I always get is like, "Oh my God, this is like a real studio," and I'm like, "It's actually not." We've got a few lights, we've got cameras,
got a
and
plant dying in the corner.
We got poor plant.
I know.
This one's doing good though.
Yeah.
But it's not. And here's the thing: you don't even need, like, this is not by any means like a pro. Like what old school studio filming production would be, right? This is what I consider a social media setup, for content creation. But I would even argue you don't even need this, especially for a one person team, right? Team of one. you can use your phone and you can shoot content. But people have it all backwards.
They do. And it's hard. And that's what I was going to say. Like, how can we transfer this over to just a nail tech who's wanting to make content for themselves? It kind of reminds me of Greg the other day. You got his text message, like, we need to get Karen this and this. So we have Karen, who's our new director of education.
Right.
She actually works remotely.
Yep.
You bring her in, but she does stuff at home also. And he's like, she needs this mount and this and this. And I'm like, she needs a arm for her iPhone and she needs a ring light.
That's it. That's all she needs.
Yeah.
That is all she needs. Here's some evidence of that. Okay. Like probably, I think it was a month ago or a month and a half ago. I was like, Tracy, I have an idea for I want to shoot a raw video. And she was like, cool. I'm like, okay, pick up the powder, show me how to do it right, show me how to do it wrong. And I was using my iPhone. And so she did. And then I quickly did a TikTok video and I voiced over and I posted it, right? So it did really well on TikTok. Caesar took that video, he put it on YouTube. I think it's got like 6 million views on YouTube. It did well on Instagram. I think altogether it has close to 10 million views, right? There's no ring light. There wasn't even a ring light. It was just using my phone. But the reason, like, this is proof and evidence of like what is good content. And sometimes we'll do that and it doesn't go viral, but it's still good content.
Yep.
What makes good content?
Well, and we've had content where it didn't do so well at first, and then you reuse it, and all of a sudden it takes off. Like you just don't know, and that's why I'm like, don't spend so much time on it.
Yeah,
because it may not go so well. The lady on TikTok the other day, it was like a 5-hour transition video. She shows it kind of fast.
5-hour transition? What do you mean?
Yeah, she spent 5 hours on a transit, when they transition into different stuff. And she's all like 300 views. 10-hour transition video, like the same thing. And she's like 10-second, and she like did this little like thing.
Millions of views.
Millions of views.
Exactly. I think, the whole reason I was bringing up my conversation with this business and them like, oh my God, how are you guys doing it so fast? It's because exactly what Tracy just said. We're not overthinking every piece of content. Do we have meetings and talk about it? Of course we do. But we make decisions fast. And it's that real belief that we truly don't know what is going to do well until it's posted to give us clues of what direction to go in. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really know. The only thing that I think we all believe in here for certain to make content is this foundation of it's got to be like it has to be a piece of content where somebody's really going to learn something and get something on the other side. Whether that's an acrylic or a cool tip or a cool trick, or something in prep, or a laugh, that absolutely does it too. Something of entertainment or education value. If you're able to do that, I think you're going to be good. There's videos that I watch where I don't even care if the person is interesting or not. If the information is good,
right?
It's like, I'm going to watch it.
Yep.
And like if I'm watching the videos I watch are like, there's jujitsu and tournaments and this, and you can have a guy that's like, today I'm going to show you. But if it's like something I want to learn, I'm going to watch it.
You don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Obviously, if he's funny, it makes it much better.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. It needs to have that. And nail techs, like, why aren't you guys doing that now?
Yeah. Well, I think part of it, right, is it used to be not our problem as a tech, right? Is like if I wanted to, do some marketing, I could put an ad out in the paper. I had my thing in the phone book, maybe some radio advertising, and I have my business cards. And if I don't get people, it's not really my fault. The paper failed me, the radio station failed me.
Right
now it's and there was not much to do but
totally
put money out. Now the marketing is free,
and it's on you.
But it's on you.
It's on you. Something that was really interesting too was when I was talking to this company. They were amazing, by the way. Like, I think they're gonna do great. But something she said to me was, and we were all laughing about it. She's like, Habib, I need a solution. Like, what can we do, marketing wise and content wise? But like, I need this to work immediately. And I started laughing.
Magic wand.
Yeah, exactly. And I said to her, I go, okay, let me just put this into perspective. It took 9 months of us making content consistently before we saw any, and that's consistently,
Yeah.
of like really busting our butts for 9 months until we saw any lift in revenue. But then from there, we saw the result. Okay, this is working. And we continue to make more content and improve it. And it just started to, like, the growth went crazy. So I said, you have to be fine with no results for a long time. But then, have that vision of like down the road in the future, it's going to pop.
Right.
And it's going to pop big.
Like, and even going backwards a little. Like,
Even going backwards a little.
we absolutely went backwards in views.
We sure did.
And subscribers, for a
We
while.
did.
So
We did. For months, we did.
Yeah.
And
it's
painful.
like anything. To make sure it's working or to really know, you have to do it multiple times.
Yeah, it's that fear of, it's like public failure, right? Like failing just if you're taking on a project and you go and you're by yourself and you do it and you fail and nobody sees, like, okay, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Like, even that's hard because nobody wants to deal with failure. But if you put out content for everybody to see and then you're consistently putting out content for everybody to see and it doesn't do well, that's hard pill to swallow.
It is.
Right?
It is.
But there's no other way.
And I like look at it like you're looking at it. I think we have all these conversations in our heads of like people are talking about how horrible my nails are. No, when you see nails, you just keep scrolling if you're not interested. So, it is that fear of people are talking badly of me.
Right. Right. But in reality, it's not happening, right? They just scroll.
Yeah.
Another thing I saw too, this was another business. They'd sent me a video and they were like, can you give us your opinion on this? And I was like, okay.
Oh, it sucked.
Terrible. There was a lot of cool effects, a lot of like great video quality. There was like some humor in it, which was kind of funny, but it was like long.
Oh.
And so I came back and I said, look, I think you're on the right track, but like this thing was like 25 minutes long video.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm like, you need to trim this to like under 5 minutes,
Yeah.
Definitely under 10. If it's an educational video, I think you can stretch to 10. But like even all the vlogs that I shoot with Tracy or Greg, I try to keep it under 5 minutes, maybe 4. If I can get to 3, even better. And those are tips and tricks that we usually post just on the vlog, like some good info about nails. It's not hardcore educational, and even that's got to be kept short. So like, but see, that's another not understanding of what the market wants. The market very rarely is going to watch a 25-minute video.
Right.
It's just not going to happen. I can tell you that from experience. We can all tell you that from experience. But someone like, no, but I like
the
video
Yeah.
and I like the flow and I don't want to cut it to this. And it's like I used to, dude, I totally understand that perspective. I get it, but you have to think in terms, it's not all like, I'm going to be a slave to the market and do whatever the market wants. Yes, master market, you're guiding me in all your ways. There has to be a balance of, this is what I think, plus I have to respond to what the market's telling me.
Well, and we've had this conversation with someone before about this is what I like, this is what I want to put out. Cool. Do that every once in a while.
Do that every once in a while.
Here's the fact. You've done this other stuff. They respond better.
That's exactly correct.
Keep your thing in that you like to do, but the majority of it needs to be this.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And in the end, again, the The method for doing this, there's no way around it, is you have to put out video or just content to see what's working and what's not working. You can't sit there and wait and make it perfect and then not post it.
It's never perfect.
It's never perfect.
It never will be perfect.
It never will be perfect. Exactly. You got to just keep posting and get that in there. So I hope this helped on your journey. I wanted to bring some specific examples too, but I do hope this helped in your journey of like making content. If you're a business today, I don't think there's an option. I think you have to make content. And hopefully this helped. If you're currently making content right now, let us know in the comments below. What are you doing? How are you doing it? How are you making volume content? We'd love to hear about it. Let us know any ideas you have for future Biz Talks. Also, thank you so much, Tracey.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Biz Talk.